here are my favorite over and under props so far for UFC this weekend. Now let's just go through it. I did have some leans and stuff like that already out, so you might want to check that out if you have not already. But anyway, without further ado, let's go. Basharat versus Matsumoto. I do think because of Basharat's pace, I do believe that it's more likely to go over. And I think Matsumoto himself he's younger, he's improving, and I think he's durable enough to where he should at least survive this. Should probably go to decision, but I think over 1.5 rounds is good. Parlay leg. Soft round two probably gonna be really chalky, but that's decent as well. Or if you find some good odds on the fight goes the distance, that could be cool as well. So yeah, play it with the way you will. Oleksiak versus Barilut, butchering their names, but yeah, I think this one kind of fights. I think early. I think it's not a really hot take, but Alexei, Polish Power, working with the Fighting Nerds, I think that he is most likely to win, and he's probably going to get it done inside the distance. So I think under 2.5 rounds, if you have decent odds on that, it could be okay. You might want to just put Alexei money line, but I mean, hey, just in case Bartlett finds something, if something crazy happens, I don't think he will. I mean, he wants to probably use grappling, so it's kind of a weird one in that I think I could see it going starts round two. I could also totally see it just getting ending by finish, most likely Alexei's side. So the under 2.5 I think is decent for that, but I wouldn't go too crazy parlaying it. Alexei and money line is going to be chalky, but I think it's good. And Alexei by KO is fine as well. But moving on, Jacoby versus Walker. I think they're both durable fighters, so I think it more likely goes over 1.5 rounds than not. Not yeah, I think I would say that. So yeah, Jacoby versus Walker. I mean, it's kind of a strange one though because I feel like with this one, Jacoby's he's most likely going to get done. I think that's another one going too. I will talk more about money lines in another video, but yeah, I think he should get done. And it's weird because I could see a finish happening though. I mean, honestly, I think Jacoby could find it here. I mean, Walker coming in here, I think not the best competition compared to Jacoby. I think he's better competition. I think he's going to seem like he's going to be a more imposing fighter in there, and to get the hands going, and they're probably going to get finished later on. But I do think starts round two over 1.5. I think that's fine. But if you don't like that, I think you could just put Jacoby in a parlay instead, and even look at the him by KO as well. So going on here, Almeida versus Kuniev. Now I think because of wrestling control, I think it's a strange one because it's Almeida versus Kuniev is heavyweight, and Almeida is athletic guy, and he's more in a way suited for light heavyweight. I think you'll see that he can get Kuniev. I think he's popped for some illegal substances in the past apparently, and he'll be the more powerful of the two, I think. But Almeida's got to use that grappling and use his athleticism to try to stall it. So I think starts round two over 1.5. Either one of those, if you have decent enough odds, I think it's okay. Play that straight up if they're decent enough, and if not, I think you can use it as a parlay leg, so that's okay. But I mean, I could see something happening. It's a weird one, guys. I think if you do have that play just for fun, I think you could also have a separate play as a pre-hedge under 2.5. Depends how you go. Moving on here, that's a kind of strange one. So yeah, tough one. Heavyweight, always going to have some question marks or red flags there. Albazi versus Horiguchi, that's going to be a fun one too. Fast pace. Fine, I think it's going to go back and forth. Everyone's on Horiguchi. I am as well. I mean, he came back in the UFC and looked really good. But Albazi is no joke, and he can do it. So it's kind of strange because this one actually I could see maybe a later finish happening, but I personally it's not a hot take, but I think starts round two over 1.5. Either one of those should be fine for parlays. But if they're really chalky, you got to be careful with that one because we've seen some stuff. You never know. I mean, Horiguchi could get the TKO. Maybe a sub happens here. Maybe we're going to see probably some grappling occur with Albazi wanting to get his game going. So I mean, we could see some crazy stuff here. It might be a sweat, but I do think starts round two or over 1.5. Both of those should be okay in parlays. Whoa, excuse me. But if not, if you want to do a little pre-hedge or if you're not liking that, I think a fight doesn't go distance under 2.5 rounds. That's a separate one too. So it's kind of strange in that Albazi and Horiguchi and the Almeida versus Cunha fights, I feel almost there's something similar in that there's a little danger factor there. So whatever you're doing, it's okay to sometimes pre-hedge on there. Go with the under 2.5. A fight doesn't go distance, just a little pre-hedge if you want to just kind of, be a little safer. But that's up to you. Now, moving on, of course, we got the main fight over here now, Bautista versus Oliveira. Now, because of their pace, their style, their cardio, I mean, both guys, that's not a hot take. Over 1.5 guys, over 1.5 rounds gotta be fine with this, right? It's gotta be. I think Bautista probably gets it done. He's probably gonna try wearing them. If we do see a finish, probably gonna be later on. Oliveira, I don't want to break it down too much, but I mean, I think Oliveira's, he's a good dog. He's a good fighter, but he likes to be a little crazy in there, have the hands down. He likes to look for that kill shot. And I think if Bautista gets his game going, I think he could, that power seems to fade if you keep, wrestling someone, take away their legs, take away the the gas. If you don't let them, their pressure go, if you use some grappling, in other words, you're going to be, sapping away the HP or of Oliveira that way. So I think Bautista probably gets it done. And yeah, that's an easy one because like this one, I think over 1.5 is fine too. If you do have Bautista in a money line parlay, that's obviously the last fight, so it's a good pre-hedge or rather a hedge option here. If you have the over 0.5 rounds as well, it's gonna be the last leg of your parlay, I'm sure. So obviously it's a main card, so that's another easy way to pre-hedge with that too. Just go with the unders, right? Or even just go, some fun stuff. You go Oliveira inside the distance, sprinkle some plus money like that if you want. But yeah, that's all I got here for this. I'm going to have some more videos out. So that's my good over-unders here, what I'm liking. Let me know what you're liking, what you're fading, and just keep it here, guys.